Boom shakalaka, Bitcoin price continues to tumble, breaking through what has been year-long support. Will the price continue to tumble? Specifically, where could we see it headed? Or is this the mother of all bear traps? You definitely want to stay tuned. What's up, everyone? Randall here from Crypto Love. These are trying times for everyone in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. Prices have tumbled since November, dropping dramatically, especially over the past couple weeks. Price has taken quite a hit, falling to historically critical levels. We'll go over all of that today, but also we're going to be taking a look at some charts at could this be the biggest of all bear traps? Could it be? So we're going to take a look at all that stuff and the worst possible case scenarios for Bitcoin, where it could be headed, where the price could be headed. Before we do, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter at the Crypto Love, where every day we share some of the best charts in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And if the channel ever gets shut down again, you can just join us over there. Now, today, I just want to say thank you to everybody for helping out when the channel did get shut down. Very much appreciated. But today, in extreme fear, 18, we haven't been this low for a long time, and you can feel it across the market. You can feel the sentiment. You can put your finger on the pulse and feel that everybody is shaking in their boots. And generally, from experience, I know that when I feel this way, one of two things happens. Either the price rockets up or it shoots through the floor. So I can guarantee you, if one of those things doesn't happen, it's just going to go sideways. Now, that being said, the entire market down 3% today. Bitcoin at 34,654, Ethereum at 25.57, BNB at 3.59, XRP at 57 cents, Solana at $78, Cardano 74 cents, Terra Luna $64, and Dogecoin 12 cents. And if you want to know the top coins today to hold to out to just doing Bitcoin alone, as a matter of fact, up 885% on Gate.io. The top coins today are Wirex, Tornado Cash, Tron, XDC Network, and Algorand. If you want to check this out for yourself, add some low caps for higher risk, but potentially much higher reward. There's a discounted link down in the description. Now, Bitcoin has been on a rampage down since the top here in November of 2021. You can see we've been in this white trend. You see, here's the top, here's the bottom support. We've been in this trend for a very long time, since basically January 2021, almost a year and a half at this point. But since November, we have been on a very steep downtrend. Now, we broke above there, but right now, Bitcoin is kind of finding support on the top of there and riding down to what was historically support for Bitcoin. Not only that, breaking through the 200 weekly moving average for Bitcoin. 100 weekly moving average for Bitcoin, breaking through there to the downside. If we actually break through this level and stay down there, well, we might be headed down to the $30,000 level, which could be scary. And a lot of people have been talking about this. None Your Business posted that the last two occasions the 20 and 50 weekly MA turned negative led to 50+% corrections. It just happened again, leading to, you would suspect, a 50% correction. Now, this is being that it happened twice before, that means there's a 75% chance it would happen, and a 25% it would not happen. Not only that, but we have William Clemente talking about after a failed underside rejection with the 180 EHMA turned red for just the fourth time in Bitcoin's history. We can see it just turned red right here. The last times it turned red, look at the dumps that Bitcoin took. There was a 50% dump, there was a 50% dump, and there was the COVID dump, which was a pretty significant dump. Not only that, but if we take a look at the 2-year moving average, Bitcoin is coming up to right now and has actually broken through there as we speak, as we're recording this video at $35,000. Well, the last few times that happened, those were insane buying opportunities for Bitcoin if you were looking to stock up on Bitcoin. So that being said, I wanted to take a look at what is the worst case possible scenario, because where I see it right now, we're in one of 4 possible places. I'm just going to zoom out a little bit to give you guys an idea of where we are. So first off, we have just re-entered between this dotted line and this dashed line, basically the Bitcoin best price. This is where Bitcoin spends a lot of time. Look at how much time it spent there. Look at how much time it spent here. That's basically the Bitcoin fair value price. We're back into the Bitcoin fair value price territory. Now, one of these lines is actually from here to the top. The next line is from when we entered it here in 2018 until the top. Those are 2 lines, but also I want to take a look at the worst case scenario for what Bitcoin could happen. So how about when we broke through the 100-day moving average and we had a 50% price drop there or there? Well, I took those lines and put them here as well so we can kind of see what this looks like. And if we just zoom out a little bit, these are basically what I would consider the most likely scenarios for Bitcoin. So half of the scenarios, the blue and the green line, we continue to ride up in this trend between the dashed orange line and the dotted orange line. We continue to ride up in this trend until about 2024 when we might see a breakout. That's not the 50% price drop area. The 50% price drop is the red and the yellow line here. Now, if that were to happen, we could see Bitcoin falling to potentially as low as $20,000, like the previous top from 2017, 2018, before rising again to find new highs in 2024, 2025. So all of these scenarios don't look great for Bitcoin. But one thing that I will note, aside from the short-term bad price movement, look at all of these. They go from bottom left to top right. Those are all bullish patterns for Bitcoin, which brings us to some of these charts, which I think are important because right now everybody is fearing what's happening. The price is dropping, and there are a few charts right now that say that, hey, price is going to crash 50%. And it may. It's possible. I don't know. It could crash more than that. I've known that since I got into Bitcoin. It could always go down to zero, and that would suck, but it could certainly happen. But you have to look at some other things that could potentially happen, like this chart right here. We have both the active supply 1 year ago at all-time highs, which is this orange, and we have the 100-day rate of change rollover, which is this gray. And when they both coincide, those were lows that were never seen again. So that would suggest we wouldn't see anything lower than roughly $30,000 to $32,000 for Bitcoin. Not only that, we have the 3-week CMF channel right here that Bitcoin has been in. We were bouncing off the bottom once again, which is basically the bottoms we saw after the 50% price drop, after the COVID drop, and now there's a bottom once again there. Not only that, but if we take a look at the Bitcoin OBV, it has been looking like it is in an uptrend since January. It broke out of that downtrend, has been in an uptrend because we've been seeing higher lows and higher highs. Not only that, but this chart right here is very, very important because according to this chart, Bitcoin never in its history, once the price has closed above its yearly open, it has never closed back below prior yearly open. You know what that means? There's 11 years here where it never happened. That means there's a 12 out of 13 chance that it won't happen, which means there's roughly a 7% chance that it would. Now, you have to compare these things because we have this one right here, which is saying, yeah, 75% chance it's going to crash, and this one saying there's only a 7% chance it's going to crash. So you kind of have to take a look at both sides of the story to see what's going on for yourself. Not only that, but we have historic multi-year trend line from TA Analyst right here. He's saying Bitcoin, don't panic, it's strong. A 10-year-old trend line will never give way. And you can see it's been support, 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 and we are engaging in support there once again, because when we have Bitcoin right here and this indicator down here, which if you just scroll down, this is the K line of SPX's weekly stochastic. If we take a look at that, every time that has dropped to the bottom, that has signaled a very, very low Bitcoin price. Now, I always like to look at both sides for myself and also for you guys out there. Bitcoin hasn't been in a serious recession yet. It was created in a recession, but it hasn't been through a serious recession. So if we have a serious recession, will these 10-year trend lines hold up? We'll kind of have to see. But that brings us to the last chart here from 888 Velvet. This is the guy who called within a day from when Bitcoin went from $10,000 to $65,000. This is also the guy who at the top at $65,000 called the bottom at $32,000 for Bitcoin. He is saying right now, everyone and his mother expecting a 3-day bear cross to dump 50% like in 2018 right here, which echoes this chart right here from None of Your Business. Everybody expecting Bitcoin to dump like what happened there. He's saying July 2019, everyone and his mother expected a rally at a 3-day bull cross, and yet the price dumped. So we had a bear cross here, price dumped as everyone expected. Now we have a 3-day bull cross. Everybody thought the price would go up, but it dumped again. We were wrong there. Now we have an impending bear cross coming. Everybody expecting the price to dump 50%. That's the common narrative. The market likes to kind of upset the most people it possibly can. Well, he's saying this could potentially be the mother of all bear traps for Bitcoin. So that being said, me personally, I don't know what's going to happen. It can be scary times for people in Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. It's times like these when I just put on my big boy hodl pants and say, hey, you know, whatever happens, it's been a fun ride, and we'll just continue doing what we're doing. But probably in 10 years, I'm sure we'll all be happy we had on our big boy or big girl hodl pants.
If you don't think Bitcoin's going to $1 million a coin and then $10 million a coin, you're already a loser.
So guys, that's all for today's video. Make sure to like, subscribe, click the notification bell. Come join us over on Twitter. Check out Token Metrics for yourself. Discount link down in the description. I'll catch you guys later. Love you. Peace.